nation. From O-A-K-L-A to L-B, I'm a Raider.
Raider Nation, what's going on? You are watching the Raiders Report, and on today's video, we're going to be breaking down the Raiders' Day 2 draft grade. So, the picks that they made in in the round 2, and then both of their picks that they made in round 3. And as always, I appreciate everyone that's coming across these videos. It's been a crazy day here amongst Raider Nation, but if you could, go give some love to today's sponsor, Panda Supps, hooking up the nation with the best workout supplements out there. It's PandaSupps.com. Make sure you use code RaiderNation to save 40%. And I'll tell you what, man, I haven't lost my mind too often on these shows, but when I saw the Raiders traded up from 48 to go up to number 43, you know you got that itch that you just can't wait to scratch? That's kind of what this pick was for me. I saw them go up. I saw them jump the Dallas Cowboys, and I was like, oh man, are they really going to be able to pull this off? And yes, they absolutely did. You go out, you get the number 1 safety in this year's class. Somebody's going to be able to fit great in a Gus Bradley type of system. He was the 3rd safety taken. I like Richie Grant a lot. I like Javon Holland a lot as well. But Trevon Moehrig was definitely my number 1 safety here. It's going to be an absolutely phenomenal fit. So go down to the comments section right now, and I want you to grade the Moehrig pick A, B, C, D, or F. The reason why he fell down the draft is because apparently some scouts saw some tape on his back, was like, all right, hey, what's going on with that? He pulled a muscle, so people were just freaking out a little bit. He's going to be A-OK, and speaking of A-OK, that's the draft grade I am going to give Moehrig here. It's an A-plus for me. He was my number 1 safety. He was a player that I would have taken at number 17 overall. So when I really think about my grade here for him, it's an A-plus. He's going to be a day 1 starter. You add extra depth behind, you have extra depth with Carl Joseph. You have extra depth now with Jonathan Abram. One of the biggest missing pieces for this, we'll say, puzzle in this Bradley scheme was finding that free safety, and you were able to do it there. All right, here are the remaining picks for the Las Vegas Raiders. No longer you got a 4th round pick because you decided to trade up to go get Moehrig. So 2 5th-rounders, a 6th-rounder, and then you added a 7th-round pick. I'm not 100% sure whether or not I'm going to be live on the Raiders Report tomorrow. I actually think I have a pretty good chance of being live here. But hey, make sure you guys are staying tuned, and make sure you watch me on Chat Sports' live broadcast of the Day 3 coverage. I'll tell you what, we're going to wake up bright and early tomorrow. We've been working our freaking tails off around here, so if you could, subscribe, join the live show. It's going to be picks analysis on every single dude. And the Day 3, this is when you get the most fun, because this is when everyone around the studio is a little bit tired, but this is when we start having a good time. We start drinking, and it's really where you just let your hair down. Go subscribe to Chat Sports, youtube.com/ChatSportsTV. Okay, what kind of player are you going to get here in terms of Moehrig? 6 foot, 202 pounder, the 4.5 speed, 21 years old, and I mean, if you've watched the show for even just the last 2-3 months, you'll know that one of the top guys that I wanted this team to go out and get was in fact him. 9 pass breakups last season, 2 interceptions, 47 total tackles, 48.8% completion percentage. The reason why he won best defensive back, best safety in all of college football was because of just everything that this dude can do. He's a bigger safety. He can locate the football. When you look at the Raiders defense last year and where they struggled, man, they gave up over 6,200 yards. It's the most in Raiders history. I'm a big believer that Moehrig's going to change a lot of things here, and it's definitely going to start on the defensive side of the football. So what I want you guys to do right now is go ahead and subscribe to the Las Vegas Raiders Report, the number 1 most watched Raiders channel on YouTube. I'm looking down at my clock right now, and it is 11:55 p.m. Central Time. Everyone here at Chat Sports, we got here at 9 a.m. Like, we've been here that long. So just go ahead and appreciate the work that we're pumping out. But we do this because we love y'all. We want to be able to give you guys that content that you crave. And we also know that, you know, people on the Pacific Coast, I mean, it's only 9 o'clock. You guys are probably getting ready to go out and go hang out at some bars and whatnot. All right, so now we're getting ready to get into the round 3 pick at number 79 overall. Malcolm Koonce. Or Koonce, I believe, yeah, Malcolm Koonce, edge rusher from Buffalo. I think the easiest way to explain him is this. This is going to be an edge rusher that maybe not a lot of people have heard about, but it could be a very, very sneaky pick. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about him and why I like him, and Mike Mayock gave him one hell of a comp, and I'm going to tell you about all of that after I tell you about Panda Sups. So go to pandasups.com, use code RaiderNation, and Jeremy, if you could get me up on screen, I would appreciate that because I want people to be able to see me and how much I absolutely love these products here. If you got a sweet tooth, please go try out the protein. Plus, actually, Jeremy, at the very, very top, we got a special deal going on where we can give away a Panda Sups hat. I believe it's at the very top. There we go. So if you spend $99, you get a free Panda Sups hat. I'm just being honest with y'all. The hats that they're dishing out, really, really solid here. So the guy that owns Panda Sups, diehard Raider fan, which is why we got the code Raider Nation 40% off. All you need to do, you get like 4 tubs of awesome protein. I literally just bought 6 the other day, and then you're going and you get yourself a nice little Panda Sups hat. So one more time here, 30 grams of sugar, I'm losing it, right? 30 grams of protein per scoop, no added sugar, only 140 calories, the best tasting protein that you can find. I am starving right now. I have yet to eat dinner, so when I go home, I can guarantee you this, I'm going to go ahead and take some protein. It's funny, Jeremy always making fun of me. He's like, do you even eat solid food? I like this protein a lot. And yes, I in fact basically take 2 or 3 of these shakes literally every single day. All right, let's get back to Koonce here and talk about him in terms of why this is going to be a fun pick for the Raiders. The NFL comp that Mike Mayock said, the reason why the Raiders decided to go with him is Yannick Ngakoue. Now, I don't know if I'm ready to say that it's Yannick, but the reason why you could see the resemblance is this. He's a I don't want to say very athletic player, not quite what Yannick was, but he's got that bend. One of the reasons why the Raiders like Max Crosby so much is because certain guys at this length, when you're able to bend like that, that's really special. So here are his numbers last season at Buffalo: 30 total tackles, 5 sacks, 0 forced fumbles, but was really able to get better over the last 3 seasons, and I am curious to see how much of a prospect this guy can be. If he really hits his total peak, I actually do think he can turn out to be one of the better edge rushers in the NFL, but he needs to have a little bit more talent around him, and I'm hoping that he can really be able to be a guy that you can just pin your ears back and really get after the quarterback, kind of like a Benson Mayowa type of role. So go ahead and grade the pick here of Koonce, A, B, C, D, or F. Please let me know down in the comments, and just this way that I know what you guys are thinking. When you did, the whole Moehrig grade, type Moehrig and then A, B, C, D, or F. For Koonce, type Koonce and then A, B, C, D, or F. It would help me out a lot. I'm going to give this a B- grade, and remember, I am a tough grader, but it's because you need to be tough in order to be great. So A is a great grade, B is a good grade, C is average. So I am giving this an above average grade. I know some people, when they see Bs or B-, they freak out. I'm sorry that your school systems today are just a little bit too easy. Let's go to the other pick here right after number 79 in round 3. Number 80 overall. This might be one of my favorite names, and I might just get the jersey for the hell of it. Divine Deablo, safety from Virginia Tech. The comp that I've been hearing is Cam Chancellor. That's obviously a pretty tough grade. I also know this. Tom absolutely loves this dude. 55 tackles last year, 4 interceptions, 4 pass breakups. But I want you to look at the size here. The reason why he's getting the comp of Cam Chancellor is because of his size at 6'3", 226 pounds, but also the athletic ability, 4.44 speed. The other reason why you're also hearing the Cam Chancellor comp is because Gus Bradley has obviously had some success with him. But look for Divine Deablo, who has actually spent some time as a safety, a free safety, and has played a little bit of nickel corner. What does that sound like? It sounds like a much bigger version of LaMarcus Joyner. That's how this Raiders team is going to implement him. I don't know 100% how they're going to use him. This also could be very bad news, actually, for a guy like Tanner Muse, because the Raiders wanted to be able to use Tanner Muse in a bunch of different ways, and it doesn't sound like that's going to be possible. So Divine Deablo, an awesome name, a really good pick here for the Raiders at number 80. So I'm kind of giving it away that you guys can tell that I'm excited about it. So go ahead. Get your grades in here. Deablo, A, B, C, D, or F. Please go down in the comments and let me know. I'm genuinely curious what you all have to say. And if you've made it, this far in the video and you want to hit me up on IG, you want to hit me up on Twitter, always remember, I'm at Mitchell Renz 365. All right, so my grade is this, an A- grade for Divine Deablo, because the versatility is there. He's going to really be able to hit hard. He's going to be a player that I know a lot of people are like, and I'm telling you right now, once camp starts, people are going to be like, who is this giant dude on defense wrecking people and really being able to move all over the football field? He's going to be a guy that Gruden likes. Bradley's going to use him in the right way. This is going to be one of those sneaky players, I'm telling y'all right now. And I know yesterday, right, Alex Leatherwood picked 17, me included, and basically the rest of the Raider Nation. we're in a little bit of a panic mode, right? Because we're so sick and tired of this franchise reaching on players. Now, I am a lot more confident in what they have done because by picking Leatherwood at 17, the way that the tackles fell, I don't think he would have been there at 43. So you're telling me right now we got Moehrig, we have Leatherwood, we got an edge rusher, and now another solid safety that can do a bunch of different things. I'm feeling a lot better. So rate the Raiders day 2 draft grades, please, from a scale from 0 to 100. Hopefully y'all have been to school. If you haven't, well, hey, maybe you should go do it. So the scale is 0 is a terrible grade. 100 is being it's the best grade out there. I haven't had many of these type of grades that I was able to put on my fridge. Believe it or not, I wasn't the best student, but here I am. We're doing okay now, Mom. My grade for this day 2 is a 93 overall. I'm going to give it an A-. It's right on the fridge of just a regular A grade. I like the Koonce pick, but really like the trade up there for Trevon Moehrig. All right, y'all, I'm getting ready to head out of here. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to the Raiders Report. I appreciate everyone that joined me the last 2 days while I was live. Just talked to my bosses, and they're also going to let me be live tomorrow. So make sure you tune in. Make sure you turn on those notifications. That way you don't miss anything. And I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their night. As I'm looking down right now, it's officially May. Wow, we made it to May.